Glory? Don't tell—
Miss Glory, in accordance with Godwin's personal wishes and the need to keep a small force stationed in Nodcry, I'm afraid he'll be away for some time longer. The reason I've come to see you today is to inform you of the situation and to read this letter on Godwin's behalf. My Lady Glory, at this very moment, I am writing to you over a glass of fine wine.
My lady?
Although the Knights of Favonius' expedition has ended, my personal journey continues still.
This letter from Godwin.
Therefore, I have decided to stand fast in Nodcry and to continue fighting for the defense of my beloved Mondstadt. I understand this decision may hurt you, and no apology can undo the pain I cause. But please, believe me when I say, my love runs deep and true.
Deep and true. Thank you, Grandmaster Varka, for bringing me this letter. Godwin's resolve. I can feel it clearly. Though being apart may be painful, if this is his decision, I'll wait as long as it takes. May the Thousand Winds protect you, Godwin.
Haha, don't worry. The situation there is safe now. I'm sure that Godwin will be back before you know it. Well then, Miss Glory, I have other matters to attend to. Farewell, for now.
What's the deal with that letter? Did Godwin really go to Nodcry?
He did indeed. Where should I start? After my little refresher course, I gave him 1 day to make his final decision.
Grandmaster, I think I've made up my mind. I can't keep lying to her.
Is that so? Good. I may have said that the Knights of Favonius do not interfere with personal matters, so long as the decisions you make do not impugn the honor of the Knights. But I must say, deep down I was hoping this would be the path you chose. You don't look so good, though. Rough night, huh?
You can say that again. Even though I made my decision, I wasn't sure of the best way to tell her. In the end, I stayed up all night working on this letter.
Sure didn't skimp on the prep, huh? Come on, let me take a look. I'm sorry, Glory. I must confess my sins. Well, I guess that's passable. A hypocrite like myself deserves no forgiveness, much less the honor to remain by your side. What's all this? I don't deserve your forgiveness. Perhaps you deserve someone better. What the heck is this nonsense? Is this your attempt at taking responsibility?
Grandmaster, please let me explain. I've carefully thought this through. If I tell her more lies, even if she never finds out the truth, I would only grow to despise myself more. Could someone like that truly make her happy? But if I confess everything, I'm sure she'll forgive me and accept me, as despicable as I've been, because she's so gentle. so understanding. But I can't bring myself to accept her kindness in such a shameful way. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself. I've thought it all through. What decision to make, what the consequences will be, and I think I could bear it all. But even then, no matter what I choose, I'd never be able to forgive myself.
In this state, even if I forced you to face her, I doubt it would do either of you much good. After all these years of patrolling and fighting on the outskirts of Mondstadt, you've covered no less ground than the expedition itself. Come on, how has your resolve gotten so weak?
Perhaps I was beyond saving from the moment I told that first lie to avoid the shame.
Well, if you can't forgive yourself for your lies, then why not turn them into truths? Embark on your own expedition.
My own expedition?
Go to Nodcry and temper your resolve. They're short-handed there at the moment anyway. So consider this your punishment for not returning to duty on time.
Nodcry? The expedition's final destination?
Go and learn from the expedition forces there what it truly means to be an upstanding knight. Naturally, before your character building begins, you'll need to resolve your affairs in Mondstadt first. Go fetch a pen and paper and write a new letter. This time, I'll dictate and you transcribe. I don't want to read any more of this spineless drivel. My Lady Glory, at this very moment, I am writing to you over a glass of fine wine.
Grandmaster? We don't usually address each other like this. And if I'm going to write about wine, how about the scent of wine on the wind reminds me of you, no matter how far apart.
There's no need for you to add anything. Just write exactly what I say. Now, although the Knights of Favonius's expedition has ended, my personal journey continues still.
All right. I've written so many letters. Maybe it's time I took notes from someone else.
To continue fighting for the defense of my beloved Mondstadt. Ha ha! I really outdid myself with that ending.
Yes, indeed. But I still want to apologize to Glory, at least in some way.
All right, let me think. You could add a postscript.
Something felt off about that whole letter. Except the last bit. But isn't this just a different kind of lie?
You think so? Well, the letter genuinely was written by Godwin himself, and he really has gone to Nodcry now. As for getting separated from the expedition, well, the letter didn't mention anything about that.
Ugh. So Paimon guesses you didn't technically lie.
Besides, if Godwin were to face Glory now, it would leave an indelible mark on both their hearts. They'd never be able to truly move on. He made an undeniable mistake, one for which he must make amends through his actions, both for the Knights of Favonius and for Glory. Godwin has promised me that once his expedition is over, he will personally confess everything to Glory. As for me, I pray he won't waste this opportunity to become a true knight once again. But that's an understanding we have as fellow Knights of Favonius.
right direction.
Don't forget to keep your promise, Godwin.
Huh? It's not a holiday or anything, is it? Why is it so lively in here?
Prepare a few more strings of colored flags. As for the celebratory wine, I'll do the quality check in person. This is our first award ceremony since the Expeditionary Force's triumphant return. We're looking to put on a show, you hear?
Leave it to us, Captain Kaya.
Oh? The Honorary Knight and Paimon. Well, this saves me the trouble of sending someone to invite you. I'm sure our colleagues from the expedition will be delighted to see such prestigious guests in attendance.
The Knights are giving out awards?
Well, I'm sure you know how many knights bear unique titles, yes? Take the Grand Master's Boreas, or Captain Eula's Spindrift, for example. Some they inherit. But in the vast majority of cases, they are titles conferred to honor said knight's conduct and achievements. You could say that. Shame we were so busy with the issue of Dvalin's corruption back then, or we'd have held a ceremony for you too. Let me think. Why don't we make it up to you this time?
Besides, isn't this ceremony meant for the Knights who are back from the expedition in triumph? We wouldn't want to steal their thunder. Plus, being honored guests is way more impressive than actually receiving a title.
Is that so? In that case, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ceremony.
By the way, who's getting titles this time around?
Mostly those who've made outstanding contributions during the expedition. Winfried, Leifhelm. And Loan, Vice Captain of the 5th Company.
Wait, Ham? You mean he doesn't have one yet?
If it were just a question of personal ability, he'd have received a title before the expedition even started. But he hasn't been with us for very long, and, well, let's just say there are personal reasons for the delay. Word is that he'll not only gain a title, but also official command over Fifth Company. Why, by my count, he's even set to break a certain... The youngest captain of the Knights of Favonius, of course. The previous... I wonder what face our... I wouldn't be so sure. He smiled oh so brilliantly the day he set that record.
A smiling champion of justice, huh? Yeah, nah. Paimon can't see it.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Care to guess what title our dear Vice Captain Lowen will receive?
Gotcha! Lowen. Lowen. Dagger Knight? Smirking Knight! Right! Punching Bag Knight! Nuh-uh! This guy's just hard to sum up! Anyway, what's his title gonna be?
I'd say most signs right now point to the Benevolent Knight.
Benevolent? How's that even slightly associated with him?
Long story. Alas, it seems someone has come looking for you.
Honorary Knight! Honorary Knight! Thank goodness you're actually here! The Grand Master would like you to come to the Knights of Favonius headquarters. He says he has important matters to discuss.
Varka? What important business would he have with us? Paimon can't say she'd be surprised. But it's not like he's never serious, so maybe something really has come up.
See you later. Remember to attend the ceremony.
Have you decided where you will go from here? If not, why not find a patch of soft grass and rest a while?
Any questions about the award ceremony arrangements? Perhaps. Are you even listening?
Okay. No objections.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, get back! What is it with you young people these days? When I first earned my time...
Huh? Oh? And how many barrels of wine did you...
Forget it. But it's Adorno's final... You've been back in Mondstadt for a while.
Hey, there have been...
Oh.
Can't even handle...
Anyway, go have a good talk. Consider this a direct order from... Don't look so worried. I mean, considering Adorno's special circumstances...
Forget it. You two have worked together for so...
True. Someone convincing, but not...
That... I was troubled. Troubled!
Not at all.
Oh, no, not at all. And corroborate some of the expedition...
Wait, there's a ton of...
All right, speaking of the friendship fee. I receive an allowance for special mission.
You know, we could always do with another. Problems are meant to be solved.
Adorno the
Benevolent Knight?
The knightly title I'm about to inherit in return for recommend. Once it was all over...
Wait.
don't get me wrong, I have no interest in... Oh, he'd have loved to, if age and strength were still on his side.
Is that so?
I knew that would do the trick. Off we go then, to Dornman Port.
Hey! How much of what you...
The situation in Sumeru is as described above. It is time to... Eric. Ursa. It's been a while since I last heard those names.
Hey, old man.
Still kicking, I see.
Huh. Didn't buy the farm during the expedition? Thought you might have fallen into some pit somewhere, what with how long it's taken you to come see me.
Ah, you worry too much. When it comes to pits, I've been the one doing all the digging and burying.
Who are these two?
My friend, the honorary knight, and his guide Paimon.
Honorary Knight. The same one that resolved the Storm Terror incident.
Oh, he didn't just resolve that incident. He helped us complete the expedition. The Wild Hunt, the Doctor, Andreas. He played a part in dealing with all of them.
Oh? I've quizzed the knights at Dornman Port about what happened during the expedition. Unfortunately, for some reason, none of them were willing to tell me the whole story. It's almost as if someone told them,
Lowen, was it your doing?
since we've got a moment, let's have a proper chat. How did this magnificent knight here end up making friends with you?
I suppose it's because we both possess a chivalric spirit that shines as bright as Mora. Isn't that right, Paimon?
Yeah, just like Mora.
I've been keeping my promise to you, you know? For instance, I've been organizing group training sessions with my fellow knights every week to build ironclad trust between friends.
All right, the team building I told you about. Great way to foster trust and chemistry.
As for this week's training plan...
Oh, my stomach! My stomach! What sorcery is this, huh? What do you mean there are no bullets in your gun? Surely the Vice Captain can't take us all out if we swarm him at once. Come on! Let's get him!
Real combat's 10 times harder than training, and the enemy's 100 times more cunning than I am. Remember this well. Once you're on the battlefield, and so, to ensure the absolute safety of my friends, vigilance, reconnaissance, it's so much trouble. And for what? Enemies who disappear quietly won't disturb anyone's sleep. Like lambs to the slaughter. Shh, nighty night.
Have you heard? There's a strange guy wandering around these parts.
I heard. We've lost lots of comrades at his hands.
Where'd he even come from anyway? He must have a death wish messing with the Oprishniki.
Haven't you smoked?
No fairy tale ending for you. Shh, nighty night.
Have you heard? There's...
Oh, there. Much quieter.
Haven't you...
Enough messing about. Time to wrap this up.
Those meddling knights. Will they ever stop getting in our way?
People who can't stop yapping about justice really get my goat.
Especially when one of them's launching sneak attacks all day. Why, if he ever falls into my hands, I swear I'll...
Like lambs to the slaughter. Just ensuring my friends get a good... Of course, in order to gather intel for the...
I didn't expect you to have matured so much from one trip.
Come, let me sprinkle some more salt on the cut. Perhaps another dash of pepper. A sprinkling of spices to finish things off. Now this is how you grill me. Here, would you like some? I mean, you've had nothing for nearly 3 days. Or would you like to try something else? Oh. May I take this to mean that we have an agreement? You'll cooperate? Lovely! That makes us friends from now on. And you know how it is between friends. No betrayals. You understand? So you two, I didn't lie, did I? And that's the story, old man. Now pass on that benevolent knight title thing and get some well-deserved rest, all right?
Hey now, we aren't finished talking yet, are we? Word is that you faced a truly formidable foe while in Nodcry. Someone called the Rahir of Solnari, I believe.
Whoa, really? Why haven't we heard you and Varka talk about that?
There's nothing to tell. I was with the Grand Master when we ambushed Rerir, but not only was I useless, I even ended up acting as a punching bag. That left me laid up in camp for several days. By the time I could finally get out of bed, I heard the news that you had all joined forces to banish him.
Oh, so that's why Paimon didn't see you when we were duking it out with Rerir. It's not. Oh, sorry.
No need to apologize. You're right. I wasn't strong enough. I was slow, weak,
Powerless. Mortal.
Lowen! Hey, you! Take him and fall back!
Yeah, in the end, we had to use his power against him just to banish him. So, don't worry about it too much.
But he was once a mere mortal too.
Well, I haven't seen this Rahir of Solnari with my own eyes, but I believe that strength alone does not a knight make. Anyway, I've got some important work to attend to. You and your friends can come along if you like, Lowen.
Important work? Aren't you already semi-retired?
Ha! Just follow me and you'll see. Consider this required reading for any benevolent knight.
Grandpa Adorno! Hey now! No rushing, and no snatching. Easy now. Line up properly.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. They're just kids. A little excitement is a good thing. Here you go, today's candy.
Thanks, Grandpa. Ooh, this is great!
Is this the important work you spoke of?
Oh, we're just getting started, recruit. Try to keep up.
Understood, Captain. Ugh. I should be the one asking you. How are you so skilled at this? I can barely imagine our honorary knight doing things like this all day long.
We don't spend every waking hour fighting bad guys who want to destroy the world, you know. Also, the world would be a way scarier place if that happened every day.
Daily routine, huh? I've been back in Mondstadt for a while now, but that thing hasn't been easy. Not long ago, camping in the wild and facing constant danger was our daily routine.
But you were still on the expedition then, right? Now you can finally relax.
Oh, you think so? Personally, I find it hard to feel at ease with any sort of daily routine. There's the Animo Archon who scattered the snowstorms that once swept Mondstadt. The Knights of Favonius who won the peace we now enjoy through conquest. A single, unexpected incident could bring it all crashing down. So, rather than waiting for someone to turn my daily routine on its head, I find it more reassuring to follow an extraordinary routine.
We knights are needed precisely because the world is so fragile.
Oh, are you done handing out the candy already?
Indeed. Looks like you're all wrapped up here as well. This next task should give you a chance to stretch your legs.
Monsters? What, are the knights short-handed? You haven't held a sword in years.
Hey now, my retirement isn't official yet. It's just a patrol. Things did get a bit tough a while back, but look at me now, eh? Might as well get going while I still got pep in my step.
Never one to sit still, were you? Fine. Where are we headed?
We've had strange monsters show up around the outskirts. No one's gotten hurt yet, but you can never be too careful. Usually I just patrol the area for any approaching monsters, but this time, I've got you for backup.
Yeah, forget about just patrolling. We can take them all on.
Sure, let's go.
Huh? That's weird. Paimon thought he'd be more excited. Well, why not? Paimon doesn't get him at all.
Climb the hill. Well, I climbed the hill, but I still can't find the sanatorium. Would you like a flower?
What kind should I pick? What will she like?
Would you like a flower?
Climb the hill,
climbed the hill. Well, I climbed the hill. I still can't find the sanatorium.
If ever you find that the animals in Nodcry behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain. Even when the night is gone, and even when the sky is hidden from view, still the moon shines its light upon you. Have you decided where you will go from here? If not, why not find a patch of soft grass and rest a while? If ever you find that the animals in Nodcry behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain.
Weird? No signs of anything unusual here. Are there really monsters nearby?
If you're looking for the ones that have been behaving strangely, I fear you're here too late. It seems someone beat the Knights of Favonia.
D-Luke? What?
Long time no see, Mr. Adorno. You No. I'm not personally familiar with this Dark Knight hero you Now, this looks more like someone obtained advance int.
Oh? So it would appear you're here to investigate.
Dawn Winery's caravans pass through. As for the Knights of Favonius, are they still understaffed?
Huh. Strict as ever, I see. I took this patrol up myself. Gotta keep moving while I still can. I've been living this life for decades. Can't just sit idle, you know?
Thank you for your hard work, venerable benevolent knight.
even Varka gets that much respect from D-Luke.
I'd say that's Varka's problem.
Eric only got away with causing that uproar by taking advantage of the Grandmaster's absence. If he and the Alder Knight had been here, they never would have allowed Krepus's heroism in driving off the dragon to go unrecognized. And we old codgers back in Mondstadt wouldn't have been the only ones left to stand up for your father.
But they weren't there, were they? Let's cut the small talk. Since there are no clues here, I have no reason to stay. Goodbye, traveler. Paimon. And take care, benevolent knight.
Ursa. Eric. Even when gone, some foes leave wounds that won't easily heal.
Oh, need me to explain? Sure. Ursa was a wicked dragon who could really take a beating, and Eric was an inspector who could have really used one.
Allow me instead. Ursa the Drake was a dragon who first appeared in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, bringing calamity with its immense might. After the Knights of Favonius were founded, our first Grand Master, Vanessa, sealed it away with the Animo Archon's help. After that, the dragon sank into slumber. However, just a decade ago it appeared with the Grand Master away. Its timing could not have been worse. Not only that, it would lie low when the Knights of Favonius mobilized to attack.
Such perfect timing!
In the end, it was also perfect timing that the Fatui Harbinger who exterminated it just so happened to be passing through. That's right, your old friend, the Doctor. Or would it be more accurate to say one of his segments?
So, Ursa the Drake waking up. It was all...
Not entirely. Even a Fatui Harbinger would have struggled to stir up such a storm in Mondstadt all by themselves. Indeed, there was one other person who seduced. He was the then Inspector of the Knights of Favonius, and the greatest traitor to the Knights in 100 years. Eric. When D-Luke had just come of age, Ursa attacked a trade caravan. It should have been nothing more than a common raid, a tactic, but the swaggering dragon was driven back. News of this defeat did not favor Eric's plan to seize power through terror, so if only I had discovered a moment sooner that he and the Doctor were working hand in glove, perhaps I could have stopped everything that followed.
That's not your burden to shoulder alone. Eric hid his true colors well. Up until the incident with Ursa. Even his victims had no idea who was responsible for their suffering. We needn't continue.
You've got a point. We've got long lives ahead of us, after all. Let's get on with our next task, eh?
It's as we— Hey, Sucrose! Huh? Is this—
Ah, Traveler! Are you here to assist with the development tests for the simulation training bubble Type 02?
Is that the magic bubble that can recreate memories? I was told not long after my return that I could use this to catch up with the various events, large and small, that transpired during our absence. But using this level of magic for, well, storytelling seems like a huge waste of resources.
You're not alone in thinking that. Our investigation team quickly recognized its broader potential for training simulations.
If we could recreate formidable— However, we've been debugging—
Safety?
That's so. Sounds interesting. Let me give it a shot. You're not here to take part, are you, Pops?
Oh, not to worry. I know exactly how much strength these old bones have left in them. I'm just here to provide the memories inside my head.
Oh? Then who was the tester in your original plan?
Miss Sucrose, the test arrangements are... Lauren.
Theodore.
Why are you...
Yeah, I just happened to come along with the Dorno to test this simulation training bubble.
Yes.
Let me introduce you. These two are the honorary knight and his guide, Paimon.
The honorary knight? I didn't expect someone so distinguished.
And this is Theodore, a trainee medic with the 8th Company. Like you, he's one of Lowen's friends.
Lowen? Friends?
Oh, no need to sound so surprised. I have plenty of friends. Don't I, Paimon?
Yeah. Paimon wonders how much this guy's friendship fee was.
Theodore, isn't rescue and medical care more your thing? How did you end up getting roped into testing?
I actually helped to construct this simulation, so I understand a few of its basic principles. Besides, I trained to become a knight too. And even if something happens, I should be able to patch myself up.
But you needn't force yourself to do this if Vice Captain Lowen's willing to take over. We might get more practical test data from frontline knights, too. So...
Yeah, I suppose Lowen's the better pick.
Chin up, Theodore. If anything happens to Lowen, we'll be counting on you to treat him.
All right.
I doubt there's a memory out there that can hurt me. But let's get started, old man.
Come on! Show me what passes for an elite foe in your mind.
Don't get cocky, kid. You're not the only one who's been out on expedition with the Grand.
Poke them, and they fall apart.
I meant rabbits more fearsome. Stop putting me to sleep.
Yes? They call this a secret source automaton? Fancy name for a chumped-up toy.
Looks like my memories can't give you much trouble.
No fluctuation in pain parameters. Should we switch to a more normal test subject?
No need. Let's continue the test.
Are you sure? I don't think my memories will yield anything worth fighting against at this point.
Don't we have a knight right here who's faced more terror? Come on, show me the Ray here of Solnari, as you remember him. I'm not so disheartened that I'd fear his memory, if I'm still as...
Be careful!
Test commence.
Pathetic! It's all futile!
Did you moonlight much stronger?
Break
All you want.
Pathetic! It's your turn to feel afraid! Move!
Trim, I won't get it. Bet you weren't ready for this.
Mortal!
Say those words for yourself! There's still living for you. Bet you weren't ready for this. Now's our chance. Bet you weren't ready for this.
Hey, Lowen!
Moonlight!
Memory. Are we
Great!
losing control? Traveler, help me stabilize it.
Bet you weren't ready for this.
Move!
Wake up!
Mr. Adorno, are you...
I'm fine. Wound up hurting yourself from trying to hold back that final blow, didn't you? Theodore, go get him checked over. Last thing we want is to miss a serious injury.
All right. Lowen, come with me.
Mr. Adorno, are you all right?
It's no big deal, just got old. Things stick with you once you're over the hill, waiting to be set off by the slightest exertion. Guess I'll have to ask Theodore for another prescription.
Lowen?
Could there be a problem with the magic? But if there were issues with the reproduced memories, the honorary...
Are you saying the problem lies with Lowen himself? Did the battle with the Rahir of Solnari set him off again? Lowen's pursuit of power began long ago. The traitor, Eric. Lowen nearly became one of their test
experiments?
Fortunately, the Knights tracked Eric's cronies down, uncovering They cut their experiments short and tried to transport their victims away. But we intercepted them in transit and rescued everyone. It's all right. It's over now.
I heard about that. That was the incident that saw you gain the title of Benevolent Knight, right? I'd never have guessed that Vice Captain Lowen was involved.
I never deserved that title. We saved the kidnapped children, yes, but I failed to root Eric out. I couldn't find their experiment site, nor could I help Lowen fully shake off the trauma of that incident. He's always believed he needs power to stay free from others' control. I'd hoped the expedition might change his perspective, but...
So that's what happened.
It's tough having to act the part of a friend with someone like him, huh?
Yeah. Wait.
I may be getting old, but my eyes haven't failed me yet. Ignoring his methods, the fact that he's found companions willing to play along with his little charade shows he's made at least some progress. Even if you're just acting.
There's something I'm concerned about. Honorary Knight, would you mind taking a look at this? Strange. Mr. Adorno said that However, the simulation training bubble type O2's parameters were...
So...
No. It's not the elemental energy we usually encounter.
So, you...
That's not what I meant. I'm just reporting my find...
you have a...
Why did you come here today?
Varka's orders.
Even so, that was way... What if we're exposed?
Then... we'll just have to accelerate our experiments before that happens.
That Lowen, he just upped and left yesterday without saying a word. Let's check in with Adorno and see if he's there.
Oh, little Paimon and the honorary knight. Right as rain. I wasn't really injured yesterday. I've his treatment to thank for my continued vigor.
Theodore?
He once aspired to be a knight. Anyway, enough about that for...
Yeah! He disappeared after trying the...
Yeah, he left a note this morning. Said he wanted to apologize for what happened yesterday. He confessed that yesterday was all just...
I'll wipe out every...
That's how he apologizes? Huh.
Ordinary. If you could keep an eye on him, that would certainly put...
So many monsters.
Guess you're the last one. You'd better put up a good fight. way.
I never thought a winery owner would care so much about hunting monsters. Or could it be you're after something else?
And what about you? Are monsters all you aim to eradicate? Given how the previous scene was so clean that nothing was left behind.
Oh? First I've heard of it.
In that case, why don't we examine the monsters here? Perhaps we'll discover what it is about them that's attracting so much attention.
Forget it. I'll go after the one that got away. Investigations and the like aren't really my style. See you around, D-Luke.
That's the gist of everything that happened before you arrived.
What's he trying to pull? Seriously! Forget punching bag night. It should be the needs a punch night. Yeah, Adorno talked about him yesterday.
Which is partly down to someone secretly Yes. Eyewitness reports are scarce, so we can't be certain. But the monster remains here do show signs that they've been fighting each other. Forming packs, yet killing each other. It's not the...
Huh? But if these monsters will attack each other, can't we just wait for them to wipe themselves out? Why be so vigilant?
Because such beasts bearing Ursa's flesh have appeared before. Well, this is a coincidence.
So, the Knights of
Yes. The tragedy Eric wrought cannot...
Did you just see Ursa's...
In his pursuit of transcendent power, when the reckoning with the Knights came, their strength and bloodthirst... Ironically, Eric ultimately failed to...
Ursa the Drake?
That's right.
Then what?
No.
What?
I've heard that long ago. Having lost its mind...
Is that why Vanessa decided to seal it away?
Yes. But it was awakened by the doctors...
Rather than assigning blame for the past, but Ursa's flesh and blood.
Eric was, admittedly, once a knight in whom we placed much of our... Before he met his end, he destroyed all To this day, we have yet to find any information to locate it. But Dottoro's backup plans were dismantled by the Traveler in Sumeru, a fact you're no doubt aware of. We believe this means that the covert measures he took in Mondstadt have also ceased to work.
Ah, so those...
I'm afraid it goes deeper than that.
You noticed it too, then? During the commotion...
So it's possible that Lowen has been dabbling...
He isn't bad enough to do something...
Wealth, power, authority... Ursa?
But no matter Lowen's intentions, it is my...
So...
No need for that.
Oh, slippery little rat. Pretty good at running away, aren't no.
Hey! Lowen! Now's not the time to be cleaning up test subjects. The Knights are making... Lots of unfamiliar Knights showed up in Dorman Port today. Did yesterday's test expose us? Or did they capture an experiment subject?
It was only a matter of time. I'd say we were lucky to... Steadfast allies make redoubtable opponents.
What do we do now, then?
That would make reaching our objective even... That you were able to come here freely, do it now. Use me as a test subject.
Now? But those problems we were having before, we still haven't.
Why are you hesitating? Extraordinary power comes with extraordinary risk.
But...
Do it! Now!
No, it's not working. Or maybe... Lowen, we've got to hide.
No. Hide? How much time do you think the Knights will give us, huh? No, we'd only confirm their suspicions if we ran. That would make us targets no matter where we resurface. How would we...
Then... What's...
We're going to break the target out tonight. Then... As expected.
There's a crowd gathering up ahead.
Ha! I finally found you. Keep a close eye on it now. Don't let it stray too far from you again, all right?
Thank you. Thank you, Grandpa Adorno.
And don't run off into the...
Okay.
A monster? How did it... Don't be afraid. I'm here. Run back home. Don't you worry. Gramps here is a knight.
The knights who arrived later defeated the monster. Adorno fought it tooth and nail to buy time.
Adorno!
It's fine. You know, Mike, fighting one last time to save others sure makes me feel more like it. I'm sorry to do this to you now. Lowen, the title of Benevolent Knight and the 5th Company's captaincy. If you don't want them, just let them go.
Lowen, come with me for a moment. The investigative team's analysis shows that the monster that attacked Adorno... Do you still intend to remain silent now that things have got this far? This isn't an interrogation. You can remain silent if you wish, but I hope you'll choose...
I'll talk. I'll confess everything and accept whatever punishment awaits, but... Please, give me one more night. Tomorrow, I'll go to the Knights of... I swear it, on my honor as a knight.
That's the first time I've heard you swear such an oath in all this time we've worked together.
I know it doesn't carry much.
Then let's use the Benevolent Knight's name to balance the scales. Please, keep your promise this time, Lowen.
I'm sorry, Theodore. I'd intended to make Lowen captain and leave my title to you.
It's not your fault, Mr. Adorno. I don't possess the talent that helped Lowen pass the Knight's exam so easily. Years of work. And I'm still stuck as a training medic.
The way I see it.
No. In truth, I've done so much wrong. And what I'm about to do...
So you agreed to his request? Just like that?
What else should I have done? Ask him to submit a report for my approval? I know how much Adorno means to him, so I trust the weight of his vow.
There once was a man who made many promises to my father in the name of chivalry. Warped obsessions and the passage of time can turn friends into foes.
Quoting Crepus, are we? That really takes me...
Did you guys all know each other back in the day?
Once, there were 3 spirited young men who imagined their futures together. One was a rich young master. He dreamed of becoming a knight. Next came the hot-headed rule breaker, who wanted... And the last one obtained neither the wealth he desired, nor the power he... Obsession was all that was left.
Is that how Eric...
Eric made his own choices. No matter... I understand his reasoning. I'm keeping a close eye on my
Bad news!
Hey, haven't finished...
That voice! Did it come from where Adorno was just now?
Leedsburg, what's going on here?
Adorno's... gone?
I don't know. I was on patrol, and I saw the door was wide. Captain Adorno couldn't have gotten out of bed in his condition.
Grandmaster, it's an emergency. Vice Captain Lowen barreled straight through our...
That kid.
Did he leave any sort of message?
Message? He looked like he was in a hurry. All he said was, out of the way, well, of course. But...
Track him as far as you can. D-Luke, honorary knight? Is this as far... Well, he's not known as the 5th Company's sharpest arrow for nothing.
If you want to praise him, save it for later.
The dew on this grass is cold.
Oh-ho. You really... Still, being spotted by witnesses and leaving...
Do you think he wants to be followed?
Whether he's in a rush to complete something, or stop something from happening.
Yep, let's get going.
These metal scraps and vessels. It's like leading the expedition through Snezhnaya again.
Your earlier conjecture appears correct. This place in... No wonder the Knights of Favonius have faded.
And once the concealment faded...
You don't think it would...
What a pain. How many more test subjects do we need to catch? What are you looking at? Stay put, and don't cause any trouble.
Sir, the new subjects are here. This brat's real vicious. Took a lot of work to quiet him. Rejoice. You shall soon surpass the
The experiment results have been confirmed. The serum dose...
I told you, don't cause...
Was that a projection formed you?
Seems like a trap laid to slow our advance.
A trap? Could it be?
Nah. That kid, in any case, Lowen isn't the who was captured by Eric and is familiar with this kind.
You don't look like you're here to assist.
On the contrary.
Back when the test subjects were escaping left, right, and center? Back when
Did all the tests... you shouldn't experiment on yourself so soon. Did you think that discovering Eric's lab and taking control of Dottores... Look at you! You can barely lift a finger! Helpless...
Lowen.
Quite the opposite. I also plan to deal with the ones that fled into the wild. If you ignore you, I know what you intend to do with the flesh and blood of Ursa the Drake. I've read the examination. Old and frail, a mass of old injuries. One day you won't wake up.
I hit it! Even Adorno...
Don't be so shy. We're companions, both rescued by the benevolent knight. Did you really think I wouldn't notice your changes?
Is that why you're willing to keep my secret?
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I sincerely hope Adorno can live a while longer. But what I'm more interested in is, aren't you concerned that your monster experiments have hit a bottleneck? And that your own body... In that case, you...
Without you, we'd never have come. We're finding the serum, continuing the experiments, bringing Adorno here.
That's right.
Failure. We're so... Lowen, listen to me. Adorno's improving. He can get out of bed on his own now. If it weren't... But I can only add low concentration serum.
Is that so? The smoother your experiments go, the greater my hopes of mastering this power.
Do you think you could find the time?
I'll pass. I really... Besides, unnecessary contact only increases the risk of exposure. The Knights of Favonius will notice something is wrong sooner or later, no matter how many tricks we pull.
Soon. Very soon. Thanks to your help, the serum's power has stabilized substantially. Though, I wouldn't call it a gentle concoction.
Don't go using it on the old man to save...
Of course not!
Uh-huh, so you say.
If that...
Blow our cover. Do you think the Knights never suspected? How many times do I have to say this? If you lose a fight...
What do you want to do then?
Wake up already.
I haven't given up yet. Hi. This is the refined, high concentrate. You can refuse to cooperate. That's fine.
Relying on hazy childhood memories, Theodore was the first to find this place. But at some point, the experiment failed, and the monsters escaped. Lowen then discovered him and offered his assistance. That appears to be the full picture.
What do you intend to do with them?
I'll leave that headache to Jean and the others to deal with later. For now, I'm more concerned about the remains of Ursa's flesh, buried.
According to the experimental logs, extracting high-concentration serum requires repeatedly stimulating Ursa's flesh to increase its activity.
There's an ominous feeling growing stronger by the second. Prepare for battle.
Why?
You're weak. And you don't even have the self-awareness to realize.
Self-awareness? What right do you have to—
And that's how I know we can't go on. If the price for saving Adorno's life is his very self, then we won't be saving him. Take a long, hard look in the mirror. Are you really the person he chose?
I won't accept it!
When was the last time I embraced the two of you like this? In the blink of an eye.
How did you?
I heard everything. It's thanks to both of you. I have this chance. All that's left to say. It's all right. It's over now. Why the tears? It will promise me. You'll.
I just don't want to.
Isn't it enough that you're here by my side?
Adorno! Theodore!
This issue has been resolved.
Not entirely.
What?
I knew it. You had to stimulate Ursa's flesh beyond the high-risk threshold to extract the necessary serum. If its power is allowed to continue overflowing, all nearby life forms will be affected. Why are you still trying to act tough? You can barely lift a finger. Hand it over, and then...
The key to the underground is in the lining of my coat. Please. Destroy Ursa the Drake's flesh. And its power.
Goodbye, Adorno.
Go. That power was never meant.
Past this point, that's where Eric and the doctor conducted their experiments on Ursa.
Sure is. A madman seeking power and an angel who chose it.
One that we're about to bring the curtain down.
Ursa the Drake's residual power is not to be underestimated.
What was it?
Monsters. Captured for experiments long ago. They've survived until now thanks to the doctor's I added quite a few to their number myself. Looks like they're getting restless.
Are you sure your cages are sturdy? We could do without them.
Well, if they were sturdy, I wouldn't have had to work so hard to clean up previous But don't worry, they won't disturb you. The ambitions of old subordinates. Revenge for beloved family. In much the same manner. Oh. One last. Vice Captain of the Knights of Favonius, 5th Company. Requesting permission to attack.
Ha! Finally reporting in before you sortie, huh? Give him hell, Lowen. And don't die. That's an order.
In that case, please dispose of...
Traveler, should we help him?
Oh, looks like that kid's friendship fee was...
Can he handle them?
Trust him just as he trusts us. After all, he's set to become the youngest captain since your appointment.
Eric, Rarier, Dottore, and now Ursa. Guess I'm not destined to rise to such challenges. But ordinary people, we...
So go. Settle things with your obsessions once and for all!
Let's fight!
Now's our chance! Now's our chance!
Struggle all you want. Leave none stand.
Things seem pretty intense over there too, huh? It's a battle between legends and a drake. Now's no time for distraction. Tremble! I will judge.
With me! Charge! Your verdict is?
Now, be gone!
Wanna leave, do you? Can you hear Ursa's call? Well, I'm afraid that just won't do. Behind me stand not only heroes who battle wicked dragons, but slow. So... come at me! Each and every one of you!
Their strength and bloodthirst increased in equal measure, and consumed by madness, they even attacked each other.
This is the refined high concentration serum. So long as I use this.
Good! Come get your fill! Not one of you will get past me! Bet you weren't ready for this! Tremble! I will judge. Bet you weren't ready for this! No fairy tale ending for you.
Rejoice! You shall soon surpass the common clay of this world. You shall cross into...
Once, you believed you could control your fate.
Slow, weak, powerless, mortal.
Then, your paltry arrogance was smashed by...
Except that we should send our strongest warrior to fight Nodcry's battles.
You are special. That is the truth.
What do you want to do then? Stand by and watch him die?
Yet you will not suffer a mundane death. You are not wrong, you never have been. Power is the sole solution to all things. It is how we grasp destiny. You simply lack enough of it, not even close. Unless you accept this gift. Powers are neither good nor evil. Carving up abysmal power, seeking aid from a coven of witches, leading on to find favor. Is there any difference? Are mortals? Now then, accept my strength, my guidance.
You're right. Power is just power. It's humanity's arrogance and stupidity that invite destruction. Not so talkative now, hmm?
You embrace mediocrity. You spurn my counsel!
What I desire, I'll take with my own two hands. If I accept your guidance, I wouldn't be the master of that power now. Would I? be gone. I have no need for power I don't control!
Lowen! Wake up! Lowen!
Lowen! Are you trying to burst my eardrums? I was just taking a quick nap.
Never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
I didn't inject myself with it. Just used it to attract the monsters. Can't exactly deal without a plus. Wouldn't want you finishing off Ursa just to turn around and... There's still a little in my system from previous experiments, though. That stuff gives you a...
Ursa's flesh has been destroyed. There shouldn't be any further...
I see. What about Adorno and Theodore?
A reinforcement showed up. I had the Knights escort. As for Theodore's punishment, and yours, stay with him until the very end.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
Do not stand by my grave and cry. My life I gave to wipe tears dry. Here rests the
benevolent Knight. This epitaph suits you, old man.
Who chews bubblegum while visiting a grave?
Oh, you're to see Adorno too, are you? Hey, want some? You always like messing around with this stuff. Pretty sure he'd be glad to receive candy on the other side. I had nothing else to do during confinement, so I made candy.
Oh, no wonder we didn't see you at the award ceremony.
That wasn't all. Our dear reasonable acting Grandmaster Jean, the Knights have decided to rescind my commendation and not promote me to captain. The title of Benevolent Knight is to be buried with Adorno. The position of 5th Company Captain will also remain vacant.
Is that real?
To quote Varka, look, Mondstadt did just fine for a long time with only an acting Grandmaster, right? And it's all the more so for the title of Benevolent Knight. I will not allow anyone unworthy to inherit it.
Paimon suddenly felt like that title suited you for a second. Must have been her imagination, eh?
You think so? I prefer a different title, really. The ends justify the means Knight. The a win is a win Knight. The... that said, it seems this sinner will have to win a few more battles first before getting his next commendation. Of course. After all, someone once told me, I'll keep winning, no matter... Relax. Learning from our mistakes is part... Forgetting what you wanted in the first place? That would be true. It's food for... In that case. Until... Don't grow old on me. All right?
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Even when the night is gone, and even when the sky is hidden from view, still...
On me! On me. On me.
No time to lose. No time to lose.
Off we go!
Oh, you're here! I was just starting to wonder if... But then I thought... And then, just as I was...
Hey, Nicole! You're so full of energy!
I'll take that as a compliment. All right then. Are you ready to check out my next room?
Is this Nicole's studio? Why is it just a bunch of empty frames on white walls? What the? Paimon almost had a heart attack being sucked in by a painting like that.
It all started the first time Alice invited me for tea. On that day, I didn't attend in person, mostly because back then, I still hadn't decided whether I really wanted to join the Hexenzirkel or not. Alice was the only one there who knew my true identity. She warned me not—
And then what happened?
Well, then I concluded that she was punishing me for my hesitation to join. Everyone was talking about— And of course, which brings us to the bet between Barbeloth and Alice. It was like a series of exquisitely acted plays.
So, you piped up inside their heads?
Of course not. Even though I felt like my head was going to explode. So, I had a private little word with Alice inside her head. Just me and her. And she was quite happy about my decision.
How about we go look at the other frames? Paimon's starting to feel like she needs some relief, too. Is that an Irminsul tree?
Oh, this painting here? You're clearly no strangers to the white trees. But did you know that the first angel's betrayal happened?
Huh. Paimon's curious now.
Well then, I guess it's finally time for me to tell you a tale of romance and horror. Let me just think how best to protect the identity of those involved. A long, long time ago, there was once a traveler who wandered among the stars. One day, he traveled to a silver tree to visit the princess of the morning star. Before long, his words puzzled the princess. How could he possibly know of all these things forbidden by the gods? The young man revealed his origins and showed the princess things she had never seen before. A free will and love, both noble and spiritual. His words awakened her sense of self, hitherto shackled by the gods. Her heart soared, carrying her beyond limits she had never crossed before. The princess of the morning star confided the kingdom's secrets to the youth, and between them, love grew and blossomed.
This is just a cookie-cutter love story. You said there'd be horror.
Don't worry, Paimon. The horror's about to begin. They sent down thunder and fury, destroying the lover's home. And when the Great War subsided, the power and the wisdom of the princess were lost. Even her closest friends were cursed.
Yeah, but didn't you say you were going to tell us about the first angel?
It sure is. And that's the scariest part.
Novels from VII Publishing House all over the floor?
Well, on the subject of my literary enlightenment, my greatest inspiration of all, she was the last to join the Hexenzirkel, and yet the first to leave. I loved all of her stories. Whether it was Hexenzirkel discussions rarely stray far. I asked her for tips on how to write compelling tales. That's one way of putting it. Communicating through thought is so much more convenient. I guess even angels can succumb to laziness. However, recently I've resolved to make an effort, even if it's just to spare myself reproaches from a certain old Saley friend of mine.
Ooh! Does that mean we're finally gonna get to read something you've written?
Who said anything about writing? These paintings all remind me of places that hold great significance in my heart. And now, the studio has been fully restored. All right, go ahead and claim our reward. What? Don't look at me like that. Of course this reward is ours. You're not going to leave this chest unopened, are you? I can't let you leave if you do. Happy story all wrapped up. See you next time.
Down with your
Change of plan.
Yoo-hoo!
Locked on! Suppress! Locked on! Open fire!
Defensive mode engaged. Annihilation mode.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Branch into song with one heart.
Take me up!
Use the force on.
Open fire!
Resistance is futile. Save yourself the pain.
Installation chamber. Receive my blessing.
Let's fly!
Defensive mode in.
The Shelby! Locked on! Locked on!
Preparing for dust up.
Branch into song for the everlasting good.
them down. Ha! Locked on! Open fire! Mozart!
Cleanup sequence in receive my...
The shelving...
Let's fly! Locked on! Open fire!
Hold on to your hats.
Ultimatum protocol.
By the frost moon of old.
Let the world collide!
Cleanup sequence in...
The show begins!
Take me up! Locked on! Locked on!
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
The Adeptus arts are most miraculous, but...